Good morning, everybody. I know I am a bit early, and for that I apologize. I actually have a few things to do later this morning, and so I thought I'd start a bit early, give myself a little extra time. But how is everybody doing? I hope everybody is well. And welcome to your daily, during the week at least, broadcast of The Long Dark. So, what is our situation? Our situation is surprisingly good. The last few live streams have been quite calm. We are building up resources. We are building up resources. So we have, we're good for a round or two of repairs, which is desirable. And there is, in fact, a plan that I am working towards, which is once the moose skin has fully cured, make the leather satchel to give me, I think it's another 5 kilos of carry capacity, and then head to Desolation Point, where I'm hoping I left a hacksaw, but also because I want to pick up a battery from the whale processing center, Hibernia processing center they call it. There's the possibility of hunting the bear and the moose in that location, and making another axe and knife, because sooner or later I'm going to run out of whetstone, so having backups is going to be very useful. And that is a relatively short-term plan, because I'm hoping to get out there, if not today, then possibly start heading out there tomorrow. And good morning, Dani, and good morning to Dani's fur babies, or at least the ones who have made appearances: Peanut, Earl, and Lola. Not necessarily in that order, although Peanut generally is the one that causes the most trouble. How is your day going? I hope your little monsters are behaving themselves. Sorry, furry overlords. Right. Let's see, because I never remember what precise circumstance I left the game in. It's night time. The other thing we are hoping for is an aurora, so I can get some more trading in. I should also what else? The other thing I should also, I don't remember. I had the thought in the tip of my tongue, so to speak, and now I have completely forgotten it. Oh, I should also hunt at least one more deer for the skin. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, the reason I want a car battery is so that I can make the wolfskin pants. Now, the wolfskin pants are a minorly controversial piece of clothing, but they are easier to maintain than the deerskin pants, because I have far more wolfskins than I have anything else. And yet the only two garments I can easily make at this point are the wolfskin pants and the wolfskin coat. There is a wolfskin hood, but that takes forever to get, so I should therefore conclude I probably won't get it.
Feels like night is coming.
Every time I see that green tint in the sky, I start to wonder, does this mean an aurora this evening? It's clear enough. We haven't seen any predators lately. All the wolves were cleared out from the region. Oh, grief. 2, 3 live streams ago, there were 3 in the back over there, and I famously got 8 on the ice itself. And the bear succumbed to an arrow, and he won't be respawning for quite some time. And really, I should go in, but it's dark inside. The other thing we have done is we've went and looted rugs from the houses nearby so that we have a more homey look. It looks better, actually. It really does look better. Yeah.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So what I'm going to do is, oh yes, first of all, let's see if we have anything to recycle. I do not. I need to go plant that next time we go looking for rabbits. Why am I carrying these? At some point, I'm going to have to do a ptarmigan run, which means going all the way over to Mystery Lake again. Because there are no ptarmigan here. So what we will do is we will move the day forward a bit. And I'll sleep in 2-hour batches so that if we do get an aurora, I lessen my chances of missing it. Well, we have clear skies, so that's good. For auroras, that is. Cross your fingers. Or toes. Or other manipulatory digits. Devices. Various appurtenances. Oh. Game is making fun of me, I swear. Yep, we're not going to get what I want. Well, isn't that much like life? At this rate, I'm going to have to do another fishing session. Good morning, Eugene. How are you doing? So you can see what I mean by the rugs. They do actually tie the place together in the oddest of fashions. This is what we're waiting on, really. This thing. That's not... That's cured. That's cured. What else? I can't tell. Excuse me. I'm just going to move the rabbits so that I can actually pick them up. I did not realize this would be such a problem. I can't find the rabbit skins. They're embedded in the rug. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, look at this. They're clearly right there and I can't get them. Oh, I show. Let's see. There we go. Now I can do it. Silly rug. Hang on a minute. I know comments are being made. Thank you for that information. Ah, that's the wrong way around. Yeah, look at me. Now I'm trying to arrange my rabbit skin. This is all Eugene's fault, by the way. Well, I didn't know. You didn't say anything while I was placing them. And look at this.
Something's gotta go.
Well, clearly it wasn't kind of obvious to me, though. Right, I think that's pretty much everything I can do for here for right now. Let's stick our nose cautiously out the door and see how cold it's going to be. It's quite cold. But not so cold that I can't do a quick poke around for sticks and see what's happening on the ice. Of course, if we get another siege situation, then departure is going to be delayed while I deal with that, or if the bear shows up. Ah. That would probably be the reason. Every time I break down one of those branches, I can feel the disapproving stares at me through the screen. And yes, it's a free fire day, which makes me wonder whether I should in fact just light a fire so that when it does warm up, I'm in a position to take advantage of it. Oh, I just love the way it's decided to say, yes, you can have 16 calories. I think it's a free fire day at any rate. Let's warm up. How many sticks do I have? Oh, 30. There we go. The approved number of sticks. Yeah, that's... Base building is not my strong point. If anybody wants an idea of what my base building is like, go take a look at my old Minecraft base streams. It's they're engineering wise very good. Architectural wise, not so much. My idea of a good Minecraft base is dig a hole and live in that, and then make it secure underground. Can't do anything about the register. Okay, this is acceptable. Well, no, it's not acceptable. It's okay for a quick dash, but... is there any quick... No. 2 hours in this and I would be a popsicle. And there aren't any batteries around here, are there? I wonder if our resident local deer It's in this area right now. Apparently not. Yes, I do not want to be caught out on the ice like this. Not in this this cold, at any rate. Yeah, you can see the problem with the cold I'm experiencing. I've only been walking around picking up sticks for a few minutes, and yeah, doing anything longer term becomes a challenge. And I see no reason to challenge myself at this point. I'll save the challenges for when I need to. Yes, I probably could. But then I'd have to use my sticks, and I just spent a lot of time getting those. Actually, that's a valid point. What I want is a nice sheltered spot. This isn't sheltered? It's not. This isn't sheltered? Oh, let's try it anyway. Oh no, it's not. It's not going to let me. I appear to be utterly bereft of shelter. Oh, you're kidding me. Alright, this isn't sheltered. Okay, I can accept that. This isn't sheltered.
Goddamn freezing.
And this isn't sheltered either. I appear to have a situation where I am not sheltered on all sides of the garage. Yep, it's still freezing. Alright, let's go after. Oh no, I thought, seeing as I was there. See if we can find a sheltered limb. And the answer appears to be no. What are we thinking? Yep, nope. It doesn't help that I can hear the wind howling. I'm sure you can as well. Oh, okay. No. Ah, okay. The wind. No. Just when you think things might be improving slightly. Oh, okay. It's obviously decided it's going to be colder than average. Lost the opportunity there. Actually, it's not too bad. Okay, that was all right.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Why am I carrying 27 cloth? Curious minds want to know. Yes, I think 27 cloth is excessive, even for me. Oops, sorry. No, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. Oh no, one chevron down I'm not bothered by. One chevron down is march across the ice and I'm happy to go marching across the ice in this, which I have done on numerous occasions. Yeah, 2 or 3 chevrons down, that's the kind of situation you go out in only if you're going a short distance, and preferably know exactly where you're going, or you got yourself in trouble and you have no choice. 1 chevron down is travelable, if that's even a word. And I learned that lesson in the Forsaken Airfield when I realized I had to leave Drift Island, and after waiting for the weather to somewhat evolve in my favor, decided that 1 chevron down was the way to go. But right now it's actually not that cold. If you play Wintermute, there's a part of that. There's our friendly local wolf. There is a part of Wintermute which does actually teach you how to survive a blizzard. When was the last time I didn't drop a wolf with 1 shot? About 12 wolves ago, I think. But apparently I hit it in the leg. And I think we're going to lose the weather. But the presents... I know they can be placed on the redial. Where did it go with my arrow? That is actually the most expected reaction. I think this particular... Possibly. Never having played the game with the controller, I couldn't say. But you have to actually specifically put it on the redial. That's my understanding. Well, I might as well see if I can't cook up some of this little lot.
I might have to drop some gear.
I'm not going to worry about making water. I have enough to last me for a while. I would make rabbit pies, but I can't take them with me. And all the animals love a rabbit pie.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
I don't know why they love rabbit pie so much, but so they are considered to be predator magnets, but they do give you a carry bonus, which is very nice to have. But at least when you start off. So my plan is when I go to Coastal Highway, take some flour and oil with me. And I think I will check. If I take a skillet. I can't remember if I left a skillet back at Desolation Point. But I will be able to do rabbit hunting there. There is a temptation to delve into your cured meat pile. In case you don't know, don't do that. Unless you're starving to death and you've completely run out of all other options. That's for traveling. So when we head to Desolation Point eventually, I will take a substantial amount of that lot with me. Oh. The wind decided to change and head straight for my face. It's at times like this with the ambient music doing what it's doing. Your immediate reaction is, what is creeping up on me? And the answer is your own paranoia. Well, I can at least remanufacture one of my snares. Hopefully. I don't think it's going to let me. Oh. Huh. What do I know? Alright, let me check something here. Okay, rabbit pie. I do need a skillet. Flour, oil, water, rabbit. Okay, so that is something I can make in Desolation Point. I will have to take... do you know what? I'm pretty certain I've got a skillet in Desolation Point, but I'm not certain. So I'll probably have to take that with me. But the reason I want that is so that when I leave, I have a carry bonus, hopefully for long enough to get me over the worst of the trip. That's the plan, at any rate. So while we're waiting for it to be late enough to justify going to sleep, at least I can come outside and give you all something to look at, instead of the eternally dark interior of Quincy's Quonset garage. And it's getting cold. Do I have any fish left? I suspect I've gone through most of the fish. Yeah, that means at some point I'm going to have to do a overnight fishing expedition again. Probably fairly soon. Although, I can go fishing in Desolation Point. It's just that there's no cover. And the fishing, of course, is important for your vitamin C levels. By the way, I know some of you will know this information. I don't know how many of you don't. So I'm afraid some things I say end up being repetitive and redundant. Well, that's a valid point, except for the fact that I've got to make my way... Yeah, I could do that. Except for the fact that I've already eaten the rabbit. Well, there's always more rabbit. We are getting there. Oh, are they? Oh, I didn't know that. I've managed to get... Have I not managed to get past the wolves on the broken highway before now? I think I have. You know, you can do it without having to stop and kill them. Yes, but I've got more in the I've got more stashed away. I'm not heading out right this split second. Yeah, I've got another 23 stashed away. For a grand total of 34 matches. Which would actually last me quite some time. Ah, the game is toying with me. What do you want to bet? If I actually did a full sort of 8-hour sleep, there would be an aurora and I would catch just the end of it, just long enough to not be able to do what I want. Although I fancy I can hear the howl of the wind outside. Welcome to day 181. Oh, come on. This thing's making me want to jump up and down in frustration, as though it will actually help. Unless you are a long-time game player, you will not appreciate how nice it is to have rabbit skins so you can fix your clothing. Tend to start eking them out. I mean, the wolf pelt stuff, look, I mean, you know, how many have I got? I mean, there's 10 there. Oh, hang on. Now, have I only got 13? I thought I had more wolf pelts than that. I've only got 13 wolf pelts. I could have sworn I had more. Am I going nuts? Apparently, I am. Ooh. I need to use that up before I go. I am very confused. Huh. Very well. Why am I carrying guts on me? Yeah, I'm afraid right now we are in a sort of maintenance stage while I wait for this to get done. This, yes, I want that out of the way and cured so I can carry things. What am I carrying that I don't need to be for right now? Actually, I'm pretty good. Yeah, not too bad out here. Yeah, I've never been that interested in doing the tails.
Come on.
I spent so much time just trying to survive. Ooh, that was a huge mistake. That was a massive mistake.
I'm so cold. I'm warming up again.
Should have paid more attention to what I was doing. Well, I suppose the thing is, by doing the tails, I am taking away time. I perceive it as taking away time from survival. Now that's my thing about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It just takes me away from what I struggle to do, which is survive. At least I consider myself as struggling to survive. Admittedly, that's based on past history rather than the present. So maybe I'll change my mind at some point. Well, at least I can snuggle by the fire. Well, I don't know. I mean, I consider the fact that you've got to go traipsing all over the landscape to repair the radio towers to be a little bit more involved. I mean, you got to go all over the place for that one. And that's the only story I actually know how to start. I don't know how to start any of the others. And honestly, up until this point in Interloper, I haven't really had the luxury. I don't think I have at any rate. I mean, for heaven's sake, I've only just started being able to trap rabbits. And trapping rabbits is normally an early game thing, and yet for me it's been, yeah, 170 odd days. Oh, right. You see, to do the towers, I've got to go all the way to the Forsaken Airfield. I mean, yes, it's all quite doable. I'll tell you what, if I get to 200 days, we'll look at doing the, going to Forsaken Airfield and starting that particular story. Oh dear, what did I just say out loud? I almost wish I hadn't. I've said it. If I make 200 days, I'll start, I'll go to Forsaken Airfield. I'm going to regret that statement. I really am, but I've said it now, so. That's like the time I said, you know what? I was saying I don't really feel like continuing Interloper. And I said, if I hit this ptarmigan with one stone, with this stone, I will continue. And what did I do? The only time I ever hit a ptarmigan with a stone was right then. Oh, hi, Ms. Maverick. I know, it's part of the banter. Don't worry. If I really and truly didn't want to, I wouldn't do it. And it otherwise, you know, it does get a bit boring. So I'm quite happy to make that deal. And here's the thing, you see. If I die in the process, I just blame Eugene. Win-win. But as anybody who knows me will realize, yeah, well, no, I mean, people's advice on how to survive Interloper has been exceptionally useful, and if I'd ignored it, I'd be dead. Eugene, you know, his own way, has become as much a part of this live stream as I am, to be honest. This is one of those games where advice is can be genuinely worth following. Yeah. No, we have an understanding. If it's a game like Warframe, I will settle into what it is, how it is I like to play the game, and nobody really gets to say, "Oh, you're not nuking this room properly," because I didn't do it in 2 seconds, but I took 5 seconds or something, you know. But advice in Warframe doesn't actually make a difference to your survival. It might mean, yeah, so it's a completely different game. But no, I'm quite happy making that kind. Trust me, if I wasn't happy making the bargain there, if I survive 200 days, I'll go to Forsaken Airfield. I wouldn't have said it. Because the fact is, I'm in a good position to do that kind of thing now. Now that I don't have to dash from pillar to post, not knowing if I can survive when I can get there, I don't have that anymore. I can take food with me now. So, you know, making that kind of a bargain is easy.
Come on.
Yeah, but the ptarmigan bargain was hilarious. And I'm glad I made it because I'm still here. That was this run, wasn't it? I think that was actually this run. Yeah, it was this one. I've still got um, I've still got some gut hiding away in a cave over near Milton. Well, I've said this before, Ms. Maverick. I do have an advantage in that as a streamer, I get more information than most people would playing on their own. But I'll be honest, in some ways, this isn't so much about the game, if you like. It's about the experience. The way things seem to be working out with the channel as a whole. The morning live streams being more relaxing works out very well. So, and this is a relatively relaxing game for people to watch. Not so much to play, it has to be said. This is the most stressful game I play, believe it or not. That constant, oh, you might get eaten by something with teeth and fur, or you might freeze to death, or this kind of thing. Yeah, that does not make this a stress-free experience. Compared with something like Warframe, where the worst thing, where you're functionally immortal in Warframe, the worst thing that can happen is you fail the mission. Yeah, that's nothing. Or even Soulframe. Soulframe's pretty much the same. Soulframe is more relaxing. Soulframe would probably make a halfway decent morning live stream, actually. For the audience I have. And I know I've talked about this in the past, but right now I almost guarantee most of my audience is watching on TV, and it will be late night or possibly early morning for them, because they're probably in the United States. And Warframe probably wouldn't work as a morning live stream. And it's taken me a long time to understand some of the dynamics involved. You don't exactly find how-tos online.
Too much stuff to carry.
It's been, it's also been a feature of the channel, hasn't it? I mean, I've been streaming The Long Dark for most of the lifetime of the channel. It would be a shame to drop it. It's what everybody expects, whether they are subscribed or just repeat watchers. Yes. Yes. We are now in a position to start doing that. I did used to do Warframe very early in the morning. Not too early, really. 5 a.m. live stream ended up burning me out.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Probably don't need that much. What do I need for? Where's the moose hide satchel? One moose hides. Oh, it's 10 hours. Great. $10 to make a satchel? That seems excessive. Oh, I forgot I was carrying 7 liters of water. Ooh. think... No, I thought for a minute there. You're not alone. There are some people who... Well, here's the thing. It depends on what you're watching on. On the small screen... No, okay. Some games work better than others. On the large screen, my understanding is that... fast, frenetic games can be a bit much. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stash this somewhere else. Well, actually, I don't have to. I can keep it on me.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
In a way, for my channel's, not call it growth, but watch hours, that kind of thing, it would probably be better if I didn't run Warframe in the evening. But TV watching doesn't grow the channel. It establishes stability, watch hours, number of views, but it doesn't actually result necessarily in the growth of the channel in terms of subscribers. So therefore, I need something like Warframe in the evening so that hopefully that will get some growth. And I think a lot of my growth recently has actually been through Warframe. Right, what are we doing? We are sleeping. Oh, yes, absolutely. One thing I might do is when I die doing this, have a few, go to basically do custom runs in some of the areas that I've only been to but never investigated, and use that to explore the map. Let me think. What am I doing? Sleeping. Oh, but yeah, you know, if you can make your way... No, that is actually true. The problem is that the interface is clunky and all you have in your hand is a remote. But when you take a look, I've got 80 odd people watching now, and most of them are on TV. And this has developed into a pattern over the space of the last week. I think in terms of watch hours, I have never had a period of such sustained watch hours, if you know what I mean. But it's still good. I mean, it still sends a signal to the YouTube algorithm, or at least I understand that it does. It looks and says views and watch hours, and that's a good thing. Yes, I chose Sundered Path when I wanted to die in the blizzard. I think this weekend I might do Trampled by a Moose. I'll head to Desolation Point and see if I can irritate the moose there. I don't mean in this run. I mean for my 101 Ways to Die in the Long Dark series. Trampled by a Moose I've been wanting to do, so I think I'll work on that on Saturday or Sunday. For some strange reason, falling off a bridge has been my most popular one. I don't know why falling off the bridge has been so popular. Yes, I know. Thundered Pass is it's not fun. Right.
Too heavy.
You always say that. Ooh. Yeah, that's when my jokes about belt fed helps. That sounds to me like you go in there with a couple of sheaves of arrows and you shoot every wolf you come across and make sure they're all slaughtered before you move on. Right, before I continue, I actually have to take a quick break. So I will be back in about 3.5 minutes. So don't go anywhere, and you have the thrill of watching me make a moose skin satchel. And I'm obviously back.
I might have to drop some gear.
Hey, Danny, if you're still there, do you remember what the other day? Was it yesterday? I mentioned Kind Heart Survivors, the demo. Basically, you and I did. To my complete surprise, this morning I look at what's been watched, and Kind Heart Survivors was on the list. I will say, therefore, that to anybody who's interested in going and looking at my impressions of Kind Heart Survivors, which is suitable for younger children, I'm talking about 6, maybe 7, maybe 8 tops. Don't look at the first live impressions I did. Look at the second one that Danny and I did, because our impressions changed between demos, and the second one is probably a better reflection of the game. But yeah, it popped up. And that game will always, as you might have gathered, have a place in my heart, because the developers reached out specifically and asked me to do to take a look at the demo and see what I thought. And I believe they actually watched it live. Certainly on the second occasion, I'm pretty certain they did. And they did actually make changes based on my feedback from the first demo. So it should run in widescreen now. Bingo! We have now the only downside to the moose skin. Oh yeah, I think it was due for release back earlier this year, because that was last year. I think that was last year that we looked at that. It was, yes. I didn't have the streaming computer at that point. Ah. There we go. We are now up to 40 kilograms at the cost of some warmth. Yes, I've dropped 2 degrees. Why did it... Oh no, never mind. No. I need to take a look, see what the reviews are like for it. Oh, that's good. That's nice. I can't remember the name of the full name of the person that contacted me, and I can't remember her position. I remember her name was Renata, I think, but I can't remember. Yeah, that was actually a fun little experience, not just for the obvious reasons. One moment, please. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze, and apparently my nose changed its mind. Right, let's go and check on our... I think I've got time to dash across the ice, check the rabbits, get myself in trouble, have a significant emotional moment. See whether a certain wolf managed to return my arrow. Yeah, I said the reason I say it was an interesting experience. I don't just mean the fact that, yeah, they reached out to get me to take a look at it. It was in between the first and second demos, how Danny and I both changed our mind on the game. And it was only minor things that caused that change in opinion too. In its own little way, there's a certain comparison with the Long Dark. It's got many of the same not qualities. Emphasis? Is that the right word? You won't believe this, my heart nearly stopped. I was looking where I was going and I see this over on the ice, and for half a split second I thought bear, which is completely in the wrong direction. Yes, it does.
I need to drop something.
I'm going to head back over this way just to see if a certain wolf has died in a suitable location. Yes, all that's left are the fires. If you see a fire on the ice here, it means I was probably harvesting something. Ah, I think that's it. It's a bit close to the road for my liking, so... We'll light a fire, grab the wolf. It is a... Yes, it is a wolf. Ah, hello, wolf. There's my arrow. This is not my favorite place to be doing this, it has to be said. Oh, come on. Actually, I tell you what, I'm actually after the hide and the gut first. I know I should get the meat first, but just in case.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
I'm going to drop that first. Pick it up in a minute. Yeah, but, you know, you get a bit paranoid about these things. And I am profoundly stinky right now. Stop it. For trading, at least, I actually have enough fur for matches, but... I have bad memories of this road. Coming along, I early in my game playing experience, I was up and down this road, blithely unaware of the dangers. It really came home to me one time. I literally made my way past the rocks you see over there and the tree, and discovered there was a bear right on my tail. That was a significant emotional moment. And then subsequently, if you, depending on the route you come, and I made mistakes in that, if you come down from the ravine way over there, and then you sort of make your way down, and then you think, I know, I'll go along the road. And then you come face to face with the bear. That's not fun. So you then get this idea in your mind every time you're going up and down that road. You especially coming back to the Quonset hut, in your mind, you are heading towards a bear. The bear on the road there is my least favorite. I think he has given me more wibble moments than any other bear. I have not been able to persuade him to approach the Quonset hut. Ever since that time, he mauled me, and I had to escape by sliding off a cliff. It's almost as the game has said, right, we did this to the player, we shall now deny them the opportunity for revenge. But that was, yeah, as I think I mentioned, I think it was yesterday. Yes, there was the time I pretty much shot 2 bears, pretty much from right outside the Quonset hut, in rapid succession. One was the bear on the lake, which came down the road here, and the other one was the bear over there, which decided to approach from that direction.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Gripe, gripe, gripe. So, yeah, that's an idea. Right, what do I want to do? Do I want to... Yes, I do. I am going...
Come on.
How to get as much use out of a torch as you conceivably can. Oh. Excuse me a second. I just should check that, just in case. No, I'm not. Hang on a moment. Oh, no, it's okay. Sorry about that. Am I making pies? I don't have enough, I don't think, do I? I need 1.5, 1.0. Oh no, I can. Yes, I can. I will definitely do that. Let me go and grab some flour.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
And oil. Wrong oil. Yes. Yep. Although the way you put that could be misinterpreted. Oh. I need my skillet and I need a bit more wood. Where's my skillet? Oh, it's on me. Skillet or where's my cedar? Well, this is very true. Yes. I probably don't need this, but that's okay.
Too heavy.
Um, rabbit pie. Not for immediate eating. That's a good idea. I typically go fishing in, along the way at the one of the fishing huts. But I hadn't thought about trying fishing under the dock. I am always mindful of Dani's experience of being stuck under the dock because the bear found her. Ah. Blast. You irritating thing. Let's see if we can just eke things out a little bit.
Come on. Come on. Something's gotta go.
Well, I suppose I could always resume cooking these. I've got 25. That's almost perfect. I've got tiny, tiny piece of rabbit left. Come on, hurry up and cook. No, that's why I have the bear. Teddy bear. That's my lucky teddy bear. Nice night for an aurora.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
No, I would. You're quite right. I probably would never consider. Setting up. At the Misanthrope's homestead. Well, you could, couldn't you? I mean, you could always build you could always sacrifice one of the vices here, take it over, build up. You could definitely do that. Only downside that oh no, there's a fireplace on Jackrabbit Island, isn't there? Yeah, I thought there was no. There's a fireplace at the Misanthrope's home. One of those two places, I think, has a fireplace. But I thought there was. Okay. It's probably one of those situations I go there and say, oh, of course, that's right, there is no fireplace here. I'm thinking something, but I can't think what it is I'm thinking. A wolf a day. I was going to say keeps the doctor away, but that's... Oh, I'm not thirsty. Okay. Well, be like that then, if I'm not thirsty. So now I need more sticks, more firewood. I'm just going to pick it all up and then source it, just in case. Oh, it was only... So then, we are in a moderately good state. I really do wish I could get another trade in. It is irritating that that isn't happening. Yeah. You know, I was just about to dash out and I realized, oh yes, you're getting cold. Now, because my plan at the moment is I will start heading for Desolation Point at the beginning of tomorrow's live stream. That seems like a plan.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Oh dear. That does not sound like a good thing. And that, to anybody who is watching, is how this game can kill you completely unexpectedly. Sorry, I'm referring to Ms. Maverick's observations there. What was I putting away? Oh, yes. Hang on a second. I had a thought and I can't remember what it was. Hey, Cap! Welcome to the world of the Long Dark. Everybody say hello to Capstone Investor. Capstone Investor is from the Warframe world. And hello, Pepe La Puz. No, this is Interloper. If you look at the thumbnail, you'll see it very clearly says Interloper along the spine. I have not played Rust, and to be honest with you, I don't have the time to play. I don't have time to play games very much, and I know I've talked about this in the past, but okay. So let's suppose I do 2.5 to 3 hours of the Long Dark. I do about 3 hours of Warframe, and I do 3 hours of prep time for that. And it tends to get in the way of playing other things. I have played the Long Dark almost since the inception of the channel. It's become an established part of the morning live stream. It's the bedrock, if you like, of the channel. So, yeah. And in fact, if you wanted to go back to the several hundred Long Dark live streams I've done, you'll find me pretty much as an absolute beginner with maybe, oh, I don't know, 20 or 30 hours in the game, all the way up to now. And almost, in fact, I think all my Long Dark runs in the last nearly 2 years have been live streamed. I have done very, very little gameplay outside of live streaming, except for some special stuff. And yeah, it's like I say, it's become the bedrock of the channel. Hello, Blizzard. I don't have anything in here, do I? But I can stuff it with salt. Oh, that's... I forgot that was, do I want to do this or not? I think I'll wait until I actually have another batch going. I forgot that this was actually a full... Right, what do I need to do? If I am heading out to Desolation Point tomorrow, which is the plan, I should probably make sure everything is as fixed as I can get it. And that's my first bearskin repair done. Let's see what else I need to work on. That's new. That should be new. New. That's good. That's all right. Yeah. I think I can spare some cloth for repairs, don't you? Yeah, I know that, Eugene. I simply thought when I stick the meat in, that's when I'll top up the salt. That was the thinking there. Okay, this needs repairing. And I am soon going to be down to having to use fishing line to do the repairs. That needs it. That's a thought. But seeing as I'm already thinking about it, that's going to need repairing today. I might as well go ahead and fix that. I know it's a bit early, but while I'm thinking about it. Let's see. I'm very tempted to repair these, but there's not that strikes me as being excessive. I think I'll pass up on that. Ah, I should probably also repair the travois. But that's a good point about the socks. I had not considered that. What's my travois like? And do I... 73%. I have one spare deer hide. What's the situation with... That's at 97, that's at 97. Hmm? Oh. Are you kidding me? Did this thing just give me... I didn't realize repairing the travois had such a low chance of success. 67%. Goodness. Okay, that's not worth doing. That is seriously not worth doing. Not at this point. Yeah, excuse me. I had not noticed. I had looked at, I have repaired that travois twice so far and gotten away with it. Yeah, it certainly sounds like it. Except that I don't have the number of maple sticks, so, you know, I've got, and the maple sticks I've got, I want to, keep for, obvious reasons. Making a new bow. My bow should be in reasonably good shape, though. So, let's see. I am going to want to take snares with me. If I take gut, I can make snares at the lighthouse. So, no. So, to anybody, yeah, joining us, the plan is tomorrow morning's live stream, we'll head off to Desolation Point. Which is not clearly going to be today. The game is simply sending the message at this point. Nope, you're not going anywhere. Hey, Tony. Getting ready for tomorrow's live stream. That's what's going on right now. Trying to sort out everything I need to take. I should probably... good heavens. There is the distinct... Depending on... Yeah, no. Depending on... circumstances, I might want to take the woodworking tools with me. Excuse me, my back is itchy. If I take the woodworking tools and the quality tools, I can actually set up in Desolation Point, which could be useful, given that I'm going to end up going backwards and forwards. So take the woodworking tools, take a set of quality tools, that would actually... I've actually in the past set up a situation there where I have a woodworking bench, I've got chests, I've got a meat curing box, And given that you've got the moose and the bear nearby, that actually makes a sort of sense. So I may actually set up in Desolation Point. Yeah, but you've got to get to the trader quest first, haven't you? And I'm not in a position to do that at this point, am I? I've got to do the other quests or something like that. So I may end up doing... Well, I have a lot of things to do. But the game is not being kind to me today. Yes, there is indeed a sack of salt in Hibernia, and I can't remember if I left it in the Hibernia processing station or whether I brought it out. So I don't need the reclaimed wood. Is it 5 trades in the conversations? Ah, okay. Because I know I've been through the trades. I hadn't done the conversations. And how many trades have I done here so far? 2. 2? 2. So I've got 3 more trades. And that will get very... Actually, that was the reason I stopped doing the last Stalker run, because I got bored doing the trading. So... Oh, yes, it is clearly determined that I'm not going anywhere. Shake hand impotently at the long dark gods. Well, this is also true, yes. So, given that we seem to have something of a hiatus here right now, I am going to, let me think, Seaside Hatchet Farm, yes it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and set up so that tomorrow we can pretty much head straight out. Although I have no doubt tomorrow I will also be humming and hawing, so... I think, as I said, I actually have a couple of things I need to do this morning, which is why I started streaming early. So I am going to start bringing this stream to an end, I think. Because it'll be nearly 2.5 hours by the time I finish talking, probably. So to reiterate, unless something dramatic changes, the plan for tomorrow is head to Desolation Point. Yeah, Voyager is even worse. After Interloper, I don't think I could return to doing Voyager or Stalker. So, yes, we are established in our plan. We've actually achieved pretty much what I wanted to do, with the exception of one final trade with his nibs here. So, tomorrow we'll head to Desolation Point, I think. Unless a bear shows up at the front door. Which doesn't seem too likely. So I will say thank you everybody for watching. It is much appreciated. For those who don't know, I will be running Warframe in the evening, and you can see the schedule will appear above my head shortly. I make it sound almost like the run to Desolation Point is a major thing, but I've already done it. How many times have I done the run to Desolation Point in various games? It's not that huge a deal. Unless you get eaten along the way, in which case it becomes a huge deal. So I will be back tomorrow, where our adventure shall continue. I hope you all have a very good day. It should be more interesting tomorrow, Tony. Maybe I'll actually have an emotional moment. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Now I've just completely blown my my farewell spiel. I will see you all next time.